Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you a lot to talk about. So, we have new detachments, new data sheets, and new changes, and new points for Tyranids. I only read maybe a couple of lines where I was like, hold on, what am I doing? Let me blind react to what's going on. So, there's a lot of things here, and I'll be honest, I have already some concerns, but let's read before I yap any further. I want to start off with a new detachment Subterranean Assault. When the high fleet organisms descend, no place is truly safe from their wrath. As the lands swarm and writhe and the skies are clouded with winged monstrosities, other foes advance unseen below. Molochs, Raveners, and Trigons burst from the ground to emerge into the mist of clustered defenders, scything apart and devouring screaming victims before they can raise their weapons in defense, sowing crippling fear and confusion through those that witness the unexpected violence. Alright, so the detachment rule is surprise assault, which, I mean, whatever. I guess we have that in Vanguard Onslaught as a stratagem, but hey, it's hard to name things. Each time a burrowing Tyranid bioforms burst from the ground in all their horror. Each time a Tyranid model from your army makes an attack, reroll a hit roll of 1. So that's good, and I'm going to put on a little bit of a a little bit of a tinfoil hat here. All the rumors were saying that things were coming out sooner, so I don't know, but I saw like none of the channels that get access to things early had scheduled something for Tyranids. So my tinfoil hat is, I was like, it must be really, really bad if none of them scheduled Tyranids when, everybody's scheduling. You obviously saw some things. But anyway, I don't know, my tinfoil hat is like they had to do something because this feels like such a slap on. But whatever. Each time a burrow unit from your army is set up on the battlefield from reserves, place a circular 40 mm tunnel marker anywhere on the battlefield within 1 inch of that unit, excuse me, and more than 3 inches horizontally away from all enemy units. In the reinforcement step of your movement phase, when you set up a unit on the battlefield from reserve, you can set that unit up wholly within 9 inches of one of your tunnel markers, and more than 6 inches horizontally away from any enemy units. If an enemy model, excluding aircraft, ends any kind of move within 3 inches of one of your tunnel markers, that tunnel marker is removed from the battlefield. Moloch and Trigon units from your army have the Burrower keyword. In the Muster Army step, you can select up to 2 Trigon models from your army. The selected units gain character. That means the selected models can be given enhancements, and one of them can be selected as your warlord. So, it's not Jormungandr, uh, which would be basically -1 to hit. So far. This is back. Okay, hold on. Let's keep reading. Enhancements. What the hell are the points for these? Okay, they gotta be on the balance data, the MFM, I guess. Synaptic strategy. Tyranids model only. Once per battle, you can target the bearer's unit with the rapid ingress stratagem for 0 CP, and can do so if you already targeted a different unit with that stratagem this phase. So, the way that a lot of people misplay things is that they rapid ingress 3-4 lictors. Okay, 2 or 3, cause whatever. 2-3 lictors, but that's not what that says. He says you can do it for free once per battle round with that unit. Now, with Synaptic Strategy, another unit can be brought in and do it. So that's I want to say good, but what are our targets for that? Because it has to go on a character. I mean, of course, one's going to be a Trigon, I guess. But what else would I like to rapid ingress for free? Hmm. Unit of Wing Tyranid Prime and Gargoyles, that could be decent. Tremor senses. Tyranids model only after both players have deployed their army. Select up to 3 friendly Tyranid units from your army and redeploy them. When doing so, can go back and reserve. Yada yada yada. I had a feeling based on rumors that, of course, there would be a redeploy that would make this our third detachment with a redeploy. Redeploys were better, and it's not bad to have. I'll take it. Vanguard Intellect. Tyranid models with the Deep Strike ability only. The Bears unit can be set up using the Deep Strike in the first second. Okay. Alright, so Deep Strike turn 1. Uh, okay. Depending on the points for that and Tremor Senses, we'll see. Not bad. Trigon Prime, Trigon model only. The Bear gains Synapse, improve the strength and weapon skill characteristics of melee weapons equipped by the Bear by 1. So that means you have a Synapse Trigon that will be hitting on 2s with strength 11 because of Synapse, because you go up to 10 and then 11 because that's really good. Okay, maybe not like really, really good, but I can be down for some Subterranean assault. Now here comes the. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. I'm seeing blanket. I'm seeing blanket. Okay, thank goodness. Because you all know I was worried that this was going to say Burrower unit, Burrower unit, Burrower unit, Burrower unit, Burrower unit. And honestly, again, tinfoil hat time. I think it might have. Because why did we, whatever. But hey, I'm glad. I'm glad that this is what I'm looking at so far. Adaptive optimization, command phase. 1 Moloch or Trigon unit from your army. Until the start of your next command phase, your unit has Synapse. Oh, that's pretty big. Okay, it's like not pretty big, but that's interesting. That's like really that mean I'd have to be there. But if I gave a second Trigon the adaptate the enhancement to Deep Strike turn 1 and then gave it there's some play. Tunnel Network. End of your movement phase. 1 Tyranid unit from your army that is wholly within 9 inches of 1 or more of your tunnel markers. Remove your unit from the battlefield and set it up again wholly within 9 inches of another tunnel marker you placed and more than 6 inches horizontally away from all enemy units. Okay. Okay. 6-inch deep strike with some hoops. That's fine. Replenishing swarms. Yes. Okay. Your movement phase. 1 Tyranid unit from your army, wholly within 9 inches of 1 or more tunnel markers you placed. 1 model from your army regains up to D3 plus 1 lost wounds, or you can return up to D3 plus 1 destroyed models with a wound characteristic of 1 to your unit, with their full wounds remaining instead. Okay, so this is 1 command point assimilation swarm regen, except the models you can't bring back more like a model. You can't bring back an infantry model flat up, right? You can return up to D3 to D3. What else has a wound characteristic of 1? I guess a spore mine that's in a brick of 3 can come back. What else? Besides, I mean, obviously it's Endless Multitude that we're talking about here. What else has a wound characteristic of 1? Barb Gaunts are 2. Gene Stealers are 2. Whatever, I'll figure that out later. Swarming Assault. With your charge phase, 1 Tyranids monster from your army that was set up as reinforcements this turn. Until the end of the phase, friendly Tyranid units within 6 inches of your unit can reroll charge rolls. Okay, I see the. Okay. You bring up a Trigon, 6 inches around it. You bring up a Trigon, you bring up something else with the tunnel marker, reroll charges. Maybe. Maybe. Infilating emergence. Infilating? Sorry, I actually don't know that word. Look at me. Oh. Oh. Uh, End of your movement phase. One Tyranid unit from your army that was set up as reinforcements this turn. Until the end of your next fight phase, weapons equipped by models in your unit have the sustained hits 1 and ignores cover abilities. That was set up as reinforcements. What would I bring on? Until the end of the fight phase, sustained hits 1 and ignore cover. I mean, I guess that's better than nothing, but what would I bring on to do that? You know what? I have a Zoe brick, a Zoe and Neurotyrant brick, because what I'm seeing, we'll finish. Retreat below. End of your opponent's fight phase. One Tyranid unit or up to 2 Burrower units from your army that are now within engagement range, uppy downy. Don't have to come straight back down, but you know they can go up, so that's fine. The thing that I'm noticing that is better than old, if I remember correctly, I can bring a Norn. At this point, it looks like I can just drop a Norn or Neurotyrant and Zoe's a Tyran effect somewhere. I mean, not doing that with a Tyran effect, right? It looks like I can drop quite a few things in places, and I like that. Each time places, you can set up a unit on the battlefield from reserves. You can set that up unit wholly within 9 inches of one or more of your tunnel markers and more than 6 inches away from all enemy units. That means old One Eye and the Carnifexes, the Carnifex crew, the think tank. Hell, if we're being funny, excluding other people's aircraft, that means we could bring a Harpy and Hive Crone to ours. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm slightly relieved, but what that does mean is that realistically, what else am I going to do? Like, flat out, and everybody getting reroll hit rolls of 1 is such a relief. Because we needed that. In some form, we needed that. Now, I gotta admit, I peeked through some other things, and I think I'm already gonna. My mood's gonna be blown, but we'll see. Um, so far, Subterranean Assault is okay. It's okay. Like, let's see. What do you do? What do you do? You can get sustained hits 1, ignore cover. I mean, I guess that, is saying that was set up, so that means you also have to bang the charge if you try to go with like putting this on a Trigon or Moloch or whatever. But for shooting, because it's end of your movement phase, what else would I do this with though? Hmm. What else would I do this with? I mean, yeah, think tank, Carnifex crew. Uh, I don't know. But yeah. So you get synapse on things. That's okay. Uh, Remove from battlefield and set it up again wholly within 9 inches and more than 6 inches horizontally. Immediate uppy downy, I guess. That's okay. So 2 uppy downies. That lets me do things, right? One is immediate, one is delayed. Reroll charges is whatever. Regain wounds. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know what all you could possibly do with this yet. I'd have to think. I'd have to think. But Subterranean Assault, let's move on. Cause Raveners, this is the new flat out sheet for them. At first I was like, oh, so they just kept the rules and make you have to do the whatever. But hyper adapted Raveners. Uh that's using the new models, okay? Everybody, I hope everybody's not confused. New models, same stat line from the looks of it. Deep strike. Holy, wait. 125 points for 5. Ooh, I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that. Oh, I was going to say that looks the same. Okay, again, this is blind reaction. I didn't look over it, just whatever. Ravener Claws and Talons twin linked. 3 attacks each. 5/2/2. Hmm, I don't think I like that. So 15 attacks between 5 models. 5/2/2. 125 points for an uppy downy. I don't think I like that. Don't think I like that cost. Maybe this isn't true. Maybe it changed in the MFM. Let's see. 5/2/2 twin linked. I don't think I like that. Hyper adapted Raveners. Ravener Prime, so thankfully, does become a synapse. What? What crackaroni and cheese were they smoking when they printed that? This better be great. Alpha Invader, sustained hits 1. Okay, so better than Melee Warriors, whatever. Hyper Sensory Array, once per battle round, you can target this unit with Rapid Ingress or Heroic Intervention for 0 CP, and can do so even if you have already targeted a different unit with that stratagem this turn. Okay, maybe they weren't smoking crackaroni and cheese, because that's decent. 5 models, though. Let's see. They get Venom Bolt. Does everybody get Venom Bolt? One Ravener, yeah. One Ravener Venom Bolt. 3 get Heavy Claws and Talons. 1 get Prime Claws and Talons. The Prime gets Prime Claws and Talons. Okay. Venom Bolt. Assault ignores cover Torrent. Okay. 12 inches. D6 plus 3. Since it's a Torrent and ignores cover auto hit in 6/1/1. Alright. Okay. Melee weapons, Prime Claws and Talons, anti-monster, anti-vehicle, 5-up twin linked. Okay, they weren't smoking. Sorry, GW, you kinda cooked. Instead of smoking, you were the smoker. That's on me. Okay. Alright, sorry. Okay. Uh, 5-up is interesting. Prime has 6 attacks hitting on 3s, 5/2/2. And Synapse, because this is Synapse, goes to 6/2/2. Raveners get 3 attacks hitting on 3s, 5/2/2. Goes up to 6/2/2. Hmm. That's a lot of points, though. Deep Strike Twin Link, though. Anti-monster, anti-vehicle, 5-up. Sustained hits 1. And in Subterranean Assault, they get reroll hit rolls of 1. Free. That's like a. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'll leave it there. It's good. It is good. They have Vanguard Invader, and they are infantry. So you can bring back a model in Assimilation Swarm with Harvesters, like flat up, and And Vanguard Onslaught, they can get advance and charge. +1 to hit, +1 to wound with surprise assault. They have synapse that we needed a different deep striking synapse that wasn't just a parasite of Mortrex or Winged Tyranid Prime or the Winged Hive Tyrant. They all had their issues. Winged Hive Tyrant you don't want to throw away. Winged Tyranid Prime, yeah, I mean, it didn't have a loan up, so that means you wanted to at least do that with Gargoyles, in my opinion. And Parasite of Mortrex is the Parasite of Mortrex, so you didn't want to waste it for that. 165 points, though. Again, let's see what else happened. Okay. First going over changes, because, okay. Um, okay. I, I don't, okay. Hive Tyrant and Winged Hive Tyrant, Will of the Hive Mind ability. Will of the Hive Mind, once per battle round, one model from your army with this ability can use it when a friendly Tyranid unit within a foot of this model is targeted with a stratagem, reduce the cost by 1. If you're wondering what happened, instead of once per turn, it's once per battle round. That is a significant nerf to us. A significant nerf to us. Like, that's really bad. Oof. That's really rough. Psychophage now has a move characteristic of 12, and I don't know why we changed the Psychophage. Change to Biostimulus in your shooting phase after this model has shot. Select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks until the end of the turn. Each time a friendly Tyranid unit makes a melee attack that targets that enemy unit, improve the AP characteristic of the attack by 1. The same enemy unit can only be affected by this ability once per turn. And added smoke. Why? It has 6 attacks hitting on 3, strength 6, AP 2, damage 2. Why didn't we give smoke to Venom tropes? Or the Toxicrin? Why didn't we do this to the Toxicrin? The Psychophage was good for its points. I gotta admit, I don't love it. The Feel No Pain aura did help. And now that it's a harvester, what it still has anti-psycho 4 up and devastating wounds, so that's kind of whatever. Didn't change the Trigon's ability. Subterranean tunnels right back at you again. I don't know why. But looking through it, they changed all the once per turn and any. Oh, Tau has like a lot of things. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that later. They changed the. Start. Oh, at least Calgar has to be the warlord for that to happen. That's something, I guess. Um, but yeah, they changed the abilities that if you do CP stuff, you can only do it once per battle round. The Lion has changes. We'll have to look at all those in another one. This is Tyranids focused over here. So I really hate that, actually. I really hate that, not gonna lie. But let's see. Points wise, what happened here for us? Uh oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Starting off, Hive Guard went down. Hive Guard went down. I guess. I mean, I guess I could deep strike the Hive Guard with the new detachment. Reroll hit rolls of 1. Sustained ignores cover. Why? I mean, I like that they went down, but I'm still not. I don't know. Maybe I'll take them at 180. Maybe. Reroll hit rolls of 1. Indirect fire does sound pretty nice because it's a flat. Every Tyranid model makes an attack. So that's good, flat out. Okay. Hive Tyrant went down 30 points to reflect this bull. That's going to take a lot to get used to for me. Oh, I hate that. Psychophage went up 15 points. People were barely taking it at, what was it, 95? Can I do math? It's early. It's 4 o'clock in the morning for me, so if I can't do math, I'm sorry. To give it smoke. And so the reason I hate it is because the defensive capabilities of it really helped builds of our units, right, of our list. Synaptic Nexus, Assimilation Swarm, any of the swarm list. The 6-up Feel No Pain came in handy. But, giving. Like, you also now have to walk your Psychophage up, and it's still a monster. So, yeah, now it's a scurrying monster with 12 inches of movement. But why do I want to put this on the front lines to give. I mean, its attacks will go up to AP3. It, I guess. I did ask for a way for melee to get AP. I feel like you could have did this with the Winged Hive Tyrant instead, though. But again, I don't want that to be out there like I don't. I don't know. It'll take some getting used to. That's my initial impression. It might actually be really correct in your shooting phase after this mod select one. And the range of. Okay. Fine. Psychophage went up 15 points to reflect that. Screamer Killer only down by 10. Please take this down some more. After a Psychophage unit shoots something, it now goes to AP4 in melee. So that's something. Swarm Lord is down to 220. I guess retains all his abilities. Winged Hive Tyrant is down to 170. Oh, that's okay. Let's see what the points at those fucking. Okay, that's not bad. 15, 20, 20, 15. So Synaptic Strategy and Vanguard Intellect are the 15s. Okay, 15 Rapid Ingress for free and can do it again. 15 can Deep Strike turn 1. That's not bad. And 20 for a redeploy and 20 for Synapse. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Actually, you're not a character by chance, are you? You are. The Ravner Prime is a character. How the fuck does this work? I gotta open up the app, see if that's updated. Actually, let's do that live. App, are you updated? Am I going to. Are all of my lists over or something insane? Nope, my app didn't auto update. Let's see if I can go update it. Yes, we can update. My other theory is that because they missed the cert build send off for the app to update, they had to delay or something. That's my other theory. Okay. How do you pop up in here? You're not in here. Are you? Am I missing it? Ravener Prime? Nope, it still has the old sheet or whatever. Okay, they're just not in here yet. So I guess we'll see how that does in the app. All right. But to that point, that means turn one or whatever I can strap on. Vanguard Intellect. I have some things. Okay. Okay. Subterranean Assault, are you my new best friend? Honestly, it probably is the new competitive one, if we're being honest with ourselves. It combines a thing that we really needed. Reroll hit rolls of 1. Alright, I guess I can only... There we go. It gives all of our models reroll hit rolls of 1. We desperately needed rerolls. Now I don't need to bring an Exocrine. We are still going to bring an Exocrine. Trigon reroll hit rolls of 1. Melee reroll hit rolls of 1 without being just warriors or gene stealers. That's massive. Um, Come on from the battlefield. This is everybody. That's why people play Vanguard Onslaught. It's just like, oh, I can uppy downy this one thing and send 30 gene stealers at your face. Subterranean Assault. Are you my new best friend? Possibly. Ravener, Hyperadapted Raveners. I was already going to buy the box, but now I'm sold. Oh, actually, yeah. Let me see if you all didn't make the cut for on here either. Interesting. Oh, huh. I didn't even think about that. So it's one. So instead of 6 models, I mean, but you weren't bringing 6 mans of Raveners. That's the thing that it's kind of odd to me because you were taking 3s. So now I have to bring 6 mans for 125. It's whatever. I mean, I don't. With these, I don't see a reason to bring base Raveners. But hey, it's whatever. I guess. And with a deep strike and flamer D6+3 assault. I mean, in Vanguard Onslaught, that means you can advance, shoot the Venom Bolt, and charge. That's pretty good. Screamer Killer only down by 10 is weird. Like, that means that somebody got hurt. They were like, fuck, we gotta make changes to Tyranids overall. What do we do? Well, would I put something down like Parasite of Mortrex and like some other shit that doesn't really make sense for its points? We already nerfed them pretty hard with the Tyrants. Make it fucking Hive Guard 10, Screamer Killer 10, and the Psychophage is different, so we gotta put the points up. So, like, right? Like, I'm not auto-including the Psychophage now. I'm still gonna bring fucking 3 Exocrines, 3 Maliceptors, call it a day, 2 Tyrannifexes, or whatever the fuck, right? Nor, like, what do I care about bringing the Psychophage for? Just to hit something to hopefully make that charge. Like, obviously, you should be making your charges. But sometimes that shit just doesn't happen. What do I want to do that with besides Hormigons? I don't know. Like AP2 Hormigons does sound decent. That sounds pretty good. Von Ryan's Leapers. The Warriors going to AP3 is cool, I guess. The losing out the Feel No Pain or I actually let me check. Am I misremembering what does what? Because that could be entirely possible. I could be going on about nothing. Yeah, no, I was right. Instead of changing Feed and Frenzy, the 6-up Feel No Pain aura that was really fucking helpful is not there. Okay. I mean, its own attacks go to 7-3-2, but you have Devastating Wound, so, that's cool, whatever. Okay. Before I look through everybody else's stuff to figure out what happened in the game, deep breaths for me. Let's see. Hive Tyrant change, I don't love it, but judging from when I asked you all questions, a lot of people forget to use their freebie on their turn. So, I mean, I guess a lot of people are using once per battle round anyway. So I guess that's fine for most people. Hive Guard Screamer Killer down, not down enough, if you ask me. Literally just made a video with Hive Guard possibly doing a thing, but that's not enough for me to take them several times over. Psychophage, I don't see why I would fit in 110 points for that. Yet I don't see it yet. Um, Vanguard Onslaught builds might be scarier, right? They might be scarier, but I still have to get the Psychophage up there. It's a monster. It can't go through walls. 12 inches of movement, though, makes it a lot better. The Flamer, what's the range on the Flamer again while I have the app up? The Flamer, yeah, I thought so. It's 12 inches of a Flamer, so I have to get my Psychophage in a spot to use the 12 inches of a Flamer to proc plus 1 AP in melee and then make the charge. That's just a lot. I just would have liked it to be an aura on something. I don't know. I don't know. Screamer Killer only down 10 points. Please, another 10. But is that good in? I mean, honestly, I'm just going to keep going. Oh, that's good in here. Because reroll hit rolls of 1 is good. It just frees me from the shackles of exocrine shooting. Um, so that's whatever. Swarm Lord down to 220. This doesn't kill those builds that had Swarm Lord, Hive Tyrant, but I think my special blend that I did a while ago with Swarm Lord, Winged Hive Tyrant being down 50 points makes me feel better. I don't know. We'll have to see. Ay, 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 ay. I just. There was nothing else you all could have brought down, huh? Nothing else. No other changes you could have thought of making? Like Turvy? Zoe's could have afforded to be a little bit cheaper, but now that they have access to Deep Strike Sustained Hit 1, ignore cover, maybe not. I agree, I guess. Uh, yeah, I'll be dabbling with Subterranean Assault. I think I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay with it. Is it better than Invasion Fleet? Uh, Probably not. No, maybe. Yeah, that's a hard sell. I think it can be right behind Invasion Fleet, not far. Crusher Stampede. Is it better than Crusher? I have a lot of faith in Crusher. I think it could be better than Crusher. Not better than Assimilation Swarm if you ask me. Better than Synaptic Nexus. Yes. Yes. Unending Swarm. Yeah. Vanguard Onslaught. Ooh. Ooh. Access to Battle Shocks a lot more often. Uppy Downy. Maybe. Warrior Bioform Onslaught. I don't know. I need a Warrior Bioform Onslaught expert to tell me because I think my negative bias might get in the way of being a fair judge of that. Um, I'd say I'd say it's better. I'd say it's better. But yeah, so for me, I heard bring on a Norn. That's what I heard. I heard bring on a Norn. End of your movement phase. Set it up again. Wholly within 9. Yeah, I heard bring on a Norn. I heard start a Norn in the backfield. Turn 1 Trigon. Um, or yeah. Uh, Turn 1 Trigon or fucking adapted Raveners, then put a Norn with Tunnel Network on its objective. That's what I heard. Okay. Um, and have your opponent's fight phase. You know what? How many do you need? How many do you need? How many do you need? Do I need 3 Trigons? Three. Actually, the All Snakes list that just did something again. I believe that was Alexander, if I remember correctly, because um, well, that's neither here nor there. Believe that I know that was out of Australia. I can't remember what event, and it didn't pop up on that one site. Either way, All Snakes list. The meme can be a dream again. I know it is always taken in Vanguard Onslaught, so uh, it has additional play in here. I'm okay with this. I'll have to get to list building. I'm okay with this. Giving me this is fine. But I'm telling you, something in my bones tells me that they wrote this at first, and then they heard a couple of people that were like, "Are you fucking serious? That's okay. What else?" And they were like, "All right, Tyranids don't have reroll hits. Reroll hit rolls of one." But that's just me tinfoil hat. There's a chance that they thought about this all the way from the start, and I'm just being a hater. So, but it's just odd that all the channels had their videos marked up that they were gonna play with the other ones, the CSM and the Dark Angels. Oh, I wonder what could be coming this week, and then it just pivoted. But and nobody picked Tyranids to display in their scheduled games or anything. So we'll see, we will see. Um, yeah, am I happy? Am I happy? I like these 165. I drop a Malice Scepter instead of needing to walk up a Norn Emissary. I drop a Malice Scepter and let it move up. That's fine by me. Um, the Hive Tyrant, Will of the Hive Mind change is really big, and I'm tired of getting hit because of the shit that Space Marines are doing. You could have just changed Calgar and Gilliman. Everybody else was fine. I don't even know how Tau are doing with it now, so I will fucking see. Um, I have to look at the Tau changes too, though. So whatever. Psychophage. I see the thing, but there was other things you could have given that. You could have put this on fucking. Okay, not gargoyles, not termagants. Rippers? Could have put this on Rippers. Toxicrane. Alright, fine. I guess it had to be on. I guess it had. Barb Gaunts? You could have put this on Barb Gaunts. You could have put this on Barb Gaunts. But fine, I guess it had to be on Psychophage. Plus 1 AP. And melee. We needed that somehow, some way. It does make Crusher Stampede builds better with Harspec's build. Does it though? I needed that Feel No Pain. But some people say 6-up Feel No Pain might as well not be an ability. So I guess we'll see. We will see. But yeah, let me wrap up. It's early in the morning, and I probably didn't woke up my entire house with all this yapping. So yeah, if you like the video, like it. Got a comment for me? Comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.